Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigval Grim here, and welcome back to another video. I'm still on vacation, so yet again, no face cam, no... a little bit... I think this is the highest ever video I've made in those days of vacation, because this actually needs some editing in there, some fights being put in, some fights being put out, but we're going to take a look at my performance in the last year of Heroic 1. Not gonna lie, didn't go that well for the most part, and I know some people have finished this for a while, and I'm kind of late on this one, finished it this morning. And yet again, I'm gonna make the excuse of I'm away from home, I'm playing on a laptop. I have the option to play on laptop or phone, which none of them is ideal since I've been playing on PC with a keyboard, with an actual keyboard, not like laptop keys. So we'll do what we can do. But back to this video, we're going to fight boss Black Lightning, and using this team was a mistake. I mean, we're going to use Beta Club Raven. Not Beta Club Raven, excuse me, we're going to use Sword of Sin Raven and Beta Club Confluent Sakomen. Pretty much stacking Darkness with Raven and applying Dot with Confluent Sakomen. But this was a mistake because we get some gear bonuses disabled from our gears, and King is not gonna be at peak performance. We don't get all of them disabled, but some of them, he doesn't specify which ones we get, but some of them are indeed disabled. And I can tell that some are not disabled because we crit too often for that to be only to like gear base stats or something. But yeah, definitely not the optimal choice. The optimal choice here for the pay-to-win side of things. Yet again, if you want to see how I deal with this as a more free-to-play friendly, then wait until I'll upload the fights on my secondary account to deal with boss Black Lightning. But if you are on the pay-to-win side of things, the most optimal team to use here is Dr. Fate with no gears, you let him die, Raven with Beta Club, and Brainiac with Sword of Sin. That will deal far more damage here than what I did. And I do definitely regret my choice, but it is what it is. It's still going to deal a decent chunk of damage. The problem is we're very, not very rarely, but more rarely than I would like going to crit. And that is going to heavily impact Confluent Sakomen dot damage. And we're just trying to make sure that the Darkness is applied right before we tag out, so it doesn't expire before we tag back in. We're at max stacks with King, but that dot damage is not really what I was hoping for. A jump attack into a special tray, and here I try to like block something, but I die. I wanted to go block into a jump attack. Raven gets hit there, we lose our Darkness. So yeah, this was far from ideal. This fight was far from ideal, and using Raven with Brainiac instead would have solved that problems, but the King kind of died there. He did not live long. I think I could have literally gotten more damage if I went Nora, Globe, Confluent Sakomen over here instead of Raven. But more on that strategy later, as we'll get into that on the secondary count. But yeah, it is what it is. This is as far as it went against Black Lightning. It could have gone far better, but it was okay. Now, I'll include a little bit of this because this pissed me off really badly. In the description of this dude, it said that he ignores damage from Special 1, only for me to use my Deathstroke in there to see that his Special 2 actually deals no damage. I even rage quit the fights, and I was like, bro, how can I be so dumb? But then you read it again and you're like, no, I'm actually not dumb, the game is dumb. And another thing that is dumb, and I've seen with this update, yet again, I don't know if this is a state of things on phone, but on emulator at the very least. And I know I can't complain too much about the emulator side of things because they officially stated that they do not support gameplay on emulator. That meaning they don't really have a problem with you using emulators, but they are not going to optimize their game to work well on emulators. So let me know in the comments if this problem is in the phone as well. So if you play a character that doesn't do anything too weird, any combo that is too weird, you're going to be fine. Like, you can tag in, swipe right, tap 3 times, swipe right into a special, that will work just fine. But if you get something that's going to be a little bit weird, like a chain from a special, and that happens with Last Up Joker Special 2, or 2 combos one after the other, which happens with Harley over here, a lot of times the command for swipe is just gonna work as a tap attack when you're doing it like that. I think they literally changed the priority, and if you tap more than the 3 times that you're allowed to tap before the last swipe of the combo, you're going to have a hard time beginning the next combo with the swipe. Joker after Special 2 Even though I have literally a key binded. I'm playing on an emulator, I have a key binded to the swipe. There is the key that will do the action of swiping. There is no me messing up the swiping there. Joker will just do basic attack, tap attack hits instead of a swipe, and this very badly transitions as far as I've seen in the both League of Anarchy teams pretty much, the Arbor Harley Quinn League of Anarchy and the Joker League of Anarchy, because those teams need to do weird stuff with swipes, and this pisses me off so badly. Let me know if this is a problem on phone as well, or this only emulator. With Harley League of Anarchy is going to be fine unless the mess up of the combo makes you randomly die. Sometimes it works, but on Jokers is just terrible, not being to chain a combo from a special 2. Like, we'll get into some gameplay of that tomorrow, but it's literally to the point where you have to play like you don't know how to actually play the game. You have to forget that there is the possibility of chaining a swipe from a special 2 if you want to play Last of Joker. That's frustrating, but yeah, Harley died yet again because of the swipes not working properly, the swipes not feeling like swipe rights, being like more basic attack hits. That pissed me off very, very badly. So let me know if this is an emulator only problem, or if you guys are also experiencing this problem where taps get priority over swipes after special, because I don't know how this works, but it doesn't work like it used to before this update, at least on emulator, I can tell you that much. Okay, so here, for a little bit of a test, we're going to fight Captain Cold here. And we're going to use Batman Collapse. Also, I yet again forgot, bro, I think overall my 2 gear sets on Killfla and Sacrament did more bad than good for me. Because I do have 2 gears. One of them has 3 fast attack hit rolls, and one of them has 3 attack rolls. I do not need fast actions when I'm using the Beta Club. So yeah, I'm swapping in between them when I'm using the Beta Club on King and when I'm not. And over here I'm not using the Beta Club, I'm using the Sword of Salvation. I even have a Justice Flash to buff my fast attack hits. But guess what? I don't have any fast actions because I forgot to change the gear set. So yeah, this sucks overall. I actually regret that, making that second gear set. Okay, but Venom Collapse here, and we're going to have Nora's Globe on him. That's why we're letting him on purpose take damage. Because as I stated in the previous video, Nora's Globe, if you are in final form when you die, will keep you forever like stuck in final form. You can't get out of final form and you can't use specials. But you're going to be in final form nevertheless. Okay, so we're literally only 1 hit away from getting to final form. And we did not manage there because he blocked that, sadly. But yeah, special 1 there, we're in final form. Now we should hopefully let him kill us. Yet again, it doesn't matter how close we are to getting out of the final form when he kills us, he just needs to kill us. There we go, that's the clone. The clone is not gonna do anything special, but yeah, now we're stuck in final form. We're going to try and take full advantage of that. It's kind of risky because you're going to end up with pretty much no health after you enter final form. But after you get out, I think a higher level Nora's Globe will fix this, because it will heal you far more after you get out of it. But yeah, right now we're in permanent final form, and we're going to be able to get the percentage damage on basic attack hits out of the way far faster with Batman Collapse. At the same time, we're going to get to have optimal gameplay. We can tag him in and out. We don't worry about doing stuff as fast as possible. That's no longer a concern of ours. And we're going to cycle between him and Kingfla and Sacrament special trees. Again, would be ideal if we had some fast attack chance on Kingfla and Sacrament, but it's too late for that. Fast attack chance on King will sadly not be a reality for us. And I think we're done with the percentage damage hits on Batman Collapse, and that's pretty much going to be it for him. That's done. That's him running his course as a character in this fight. We're going to see how much damage we can squeeze with Kingfla and Sacrament in here. Again, vibe checking again to make sure. Also checking to see, I wanted to actually check to see if the percentage shell damage resets when he dies again and gets back into the fight again, but I don't think it does, but we didn't even get the chance to test that. Special tree in there, re-engage the combo. We have Sword of Salvation on King, if you didn't figure that one out yet. That's why we're constantly power stealing from him. But again, the no fast stack chance, it's really going to hurt our damage here. But I guess we did accomplish what we set out to accomplish, which was to kind of play around a bit and troll around a bit with the Nora Globe Last of Joker. I was actually planning to do a video with this fight on thumbnail, but we eventually ended up killing Mr. Freeze, so that was no longer necessary. Okay, so here we have the Batman Ninja team. Batman Ninja team are going to do well enough against Boss Black Lightning. It's yet again going to be a little bit of a struggle to get them dead, because you need both of them. Both Grodd and Robin are needed in this fight for their passes. But at the same time, they shouldn't be alive, because you got Chaos tagging and you don't want them in the fight. You want your Batman Ninja Catman in the fight. They literally have no artifacts on them because the artifact bonuses don't split. I got quite lucky with them being killed, actually. This was a very lucky start to this fight. Going to get Supreme out of the way as quick as possible. I do have Beta Club, but looking back on it, I think the Jokerized Batranks would have done far more for me. And boy, like one of the most annoying things, one of the things that gets the Black Lightning fight from hard to very, very hard, frustrating, and unplayable is his range on basic attack hits. This man got more range on the normal tap attacks than some characters got on their swipes. And that would normally not be a problem because the AI is dumb and will not use stuff like this in their advantage. But the Black Lightning AI, for some reason, is aware of his huge range on basic attack hits, and that's gonna suck ass. But as soon as you get him in the corner, it's gonna be fine. We got a decent dot value, we're going to keep that. Spam special tree, make sure that lethal attack chance additional is going to be active at all times, because it goes over the cap even if you have max lethal attack chance. It goes over the cap because it's not percentage lethal attack chance, it's plus percentage lethal attack chance, so it increases the lethal attack chance you already have. Another special tree in there. And come one-shot again. And again, look at how tame he is after he's in the corner, unless I mess up, of course. Look at how much of nothing he does. This is easy after getting in the corner, but that might be a little bit of a struggle. And yeah, I messed up the combo interruption there, and he decides to hit me with a special too. Thanks for being considerate, my dude. I really appreciate that. But we were able to use the special too. Again, if you're in the lightning cage, but he's in range of one of your specials, and he's like hitting you, or he's in the position where you know he won't block, he just uses special. And by the time your special animation is over, most likely the cage will also be over as well. So that is Boss Black Lightning dead. Now, moving on to the Mr. Freeze fight. So for the Mr. Freeze, I'm going to not make my mistake again and rely on King, even though I'm pretty sure he could have done the job here. But I'm going to go with Raven plus Brainiac. Again, Beta Club on Raven and Sword of Sin on Brainiac. And look, my dude kind of has a mechanic that drops ice from the sky or something. And that's his only way to freeze you. That's, yet again, literally his only way to freeze you, because he doesn't have access to his special 2. He only has special 1 and special 3, and none of those freeze. The only way to freeze you is for him to drop a hazard from the sky. And previously it happened only once a fight, when I fought him in normal. Now in this fight it happens 0 times a fight, and that thing is, by the way, very easy to dodge. So might be something related to the fact that I'm constantly power draining him. Might be something related to the Raven stacks, removing the buffs that he has. But this man is literally doing nothing. This man is literally doing nothing. He's acting like a punching bag at this point. He's a punching bag that's immune to stun and freeze, has a damage cap, and has the Captain Cold AI, so that's not the most interesting fight in the world, I would say, but definitely an easy fight. I think this might be, though yet again, might be something related to the specific team I'm using. So if I'm missing something, like I always do, please let me know in the comments. But unless I'm missing something, this is the easiest final boss in any soul raid ever. Because the man literally does nothing, and yet again, when I didn't have any burning effect to apply on him, when I didn't have any power steal, power drain, any Raven darkness to apply on him, because I did fight him like that, he would drop the hazard from the sky. That would freeze you, and to be fair, if you're frozen, you would die, but that would happen once a fight, and that was dodgeable. Here we're going to allow him to kill Dr. Fate, because after those high dot values, it's quite likely that I will get unusual gameplay if no characters dies. So we'll get your jet. It's quite dumb that we have to get through this every single time we use Raven with high dot values. But yeah, Brainiac is going to seal the deal. I did get a character that freezes stuff, but my dude, that's the wrong one. And yeah, well, that being said, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.